good word, party folk. It's your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high. It's still Monday. I've been recording in between my breaks or during my breaks or something. Somewhere along those lines, right? It's getting later and it's still the moon's day. The moon is in Leo current. Oh, yeah, it is in Leo. I'm looking ahead a little bit to the Mercury CAZIMI. We just recently had a few similar transits, like the Venus CAZIMI. Anyway, yes, I wanted to kind of check in after the sign readings. Some of them were a little tough, not gonna lie. Sign readings are always a toss-up. Sometimes they're going well and sometimes they're crazy. I hope that y'all enjoy them. Please feel free to share any of them, comment, and like and thumbs up any of them, please, to show support, or if the message resonates with you. Right today, or at the moment, I have wrapped up the sign readings and I have a few wild unknown alchemy, or a few wild unknown decks. So I have the alchemy, which is the oracle deck, and the animal spirit, which is another oracle deck, and then I have the wild unknown Taro. I was doing a pre-shuffle meditation to get ready, and I have Scorpion, which is a fire animal spirit. It calls for truth and forgiveness. So yes, more so appropriately self-forgiveness, but there could be a breakthrough moment where a light, and this could be what you have been waiting for. Maybe it's been the signs or symbols have been showing up, and it is fast approaching with the next two moons in Capricorn. First we have the first quarter moon in Virgo, and then we have the full moon next week in 1 to 2 degrees of Capricorn, that opposes the sun in Cancer. I did want to read the title, the headline of the Sabian Oracle for this upcoming full moon. The human soul, in its eagerness for new experiences, seeks embodiment. So there may be to ease the feeling of the full moon, you may want to, of course, as always, this one especially dropping into the body, you may want to see or think about, tease out where you have come into things really quickly, where that maybe that also causes you to avoid something that you want. There could be that need for truth and forgiveness it's not necessarily about self-denial, but it is about a very self-protective quality, like almost like not going for what you want because you've convinced yourself that it's not yours, or you shouldn't have it, or it's someone else's. So these are like deeply ingrained stems from like anger, then swirls into like jealousy, rage, secretiveness, or withdrawal. So yes, come to a manner of feeling secure. Holy wow. Magicians, that's good. High priests, high priestesses, kings, queens, royals. This is your Mercury CAZIMI and full moon in Capricorn court. They have a similar eerie, amazing blast point. Like, whoa. But it may allow the forgiveness. It may allow where even the most hardened people can experience this breakthrough. I'm your mercurial, effervescent, caffeinated but sleepy moonstay, ninja warrior, Akashic librarian, funny looking jester with you. Divine messages for your human evolution, spiritual exaltation, and multidimensional expansion through all dimensions, all spaces, all times, all of them. These are your Mercury CAZIMI messages, right? I will draw 3 from the Well the Known Alchemy. I love the Tria Prima. 3 card spread, which is the 3 goddesses. So a constructive force, a destructive force, and then a all-encompassing force. So it does consist of determining a situation, whether you're removing or creating something, what can assist the creation or support the removal, and what can bring it all to fruition, right? What can snap it into reality. Thank you so much, Sun, overall, Mercury, Archangels. Okay, so Jupiter, this is 10 actually, but it is a Jupiter card or element or archetype 21. Jupiter and Gemini, very expansive, a lot. But there is that breakthrough, right? And it is about filtering, more so discernment. And the new moon in Gemini was calling for discernment and delayed gratification, perhaps in both in parallel, working together, like striving for discernment through your days as a daily practice, and then also filtering, seeing what is working. Yeah, I knew it would have that dualistic thing, like what is faulty but still persists. What can you filter out? Like, where can you loosen the belt, right? Like, and or where have you loosened the belt? It could be physically, and it could be spiritually, or it could be like tightening of that spiritual belt. Okay, the Drowned King. So keep attempting to keep up with all of it, and especially those tendencies. I'm sorry that I didn't even show you the 10 card. Especially keeping up with tendencies that create emotional. So this reminds me of the Scorpio card that was in the Scorpion card, which was in the meditation, and it has that Pisces vibration too, of allowing a lot of things to go. So knowing where it could be very opposing, like you could be giving, it could seem like you have to give something up that you actually want. That really hits in that like lower heart. And like the solar plexus, right? It is a lot about feeling secure in a decision, honoring your decision, your truth, being very true with you, knowing that what you see, that you no, you like you see it in others, and it's yours. You can't have it. Um, wow, sulfur is like the blast. It is like, and it's a root. It's through all. Um, what will make you feel secure? Okay, the drowned king. Does that archetype? Do you resonate with that archetype? Does that archetype resonate with you? Where how do you reflect on what keeps you in anger? Have you studied that? Have you looked at that? Do you add to the anger? So like the buckets. So like buckets. I don't know why I'm thinking of like compartmentalizing, right? Like buckets. And it has a lot to do with the water. So like maybe you are a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, significantly, but also Cancer, Jupiter, so Pisces, Sagittarius, right? Sulfur, and Scorpion, fire. So a lot of Aries. Well, there's a lot of like sacral, like, do you understand you're really lit, like all, I used to say like all chakras lit. I don't know. Please forgive me. Do not say all chakras lit. Okay, why not? All chakras lit, right? Like they're all, right now you're giving me lit, but like in your heart, like, I understand. I totally get it. You're afraid. You're grown, but you're tender through emotional. So what, very clearly, right, with the Drowned King, card number 49. Okay. Card number 21 is 10. So the world. It could be giving in too much to a responsibility that is it concerns more it concerns more not admitting that you don't have to dive into in a form to avoid, like you don't, in the most basic example, like dive into work to avoid like having an emotional relationship, right? Like something's about to burst also, like, is it these emotions? It's Jupiterian, Jupiter and Gemini. It's about work, it's about relationships, friendships. What friendships do you need to go away from, or like where is there anger? Like if you are experiencing anger, like this moon will draw it out, the full moon, and Mercury CAZIMI will like intensify that, the cracks, right? Like where the truth kind of tries to burst out with the Scorpion and sulfur. Like Scorpion says the truth needs to come out, forgiveness needs to be bathe in that forgiveness. The Drowned King, expand on forgiveness, expand on what you really want, expand on your confidence and that sanctuary of like that sacral Venusian, like if you are the Drowned King, float back up and honor your crown and expand on your empire. What is stopping you from that? And are you consumed by anger? when there's an entire innate desire that you want. It's almost like giving in, like, okay, this is so random, giving into the party life, but wanting like, a vast home legacy life, like career home life. I don't like, does that make sense? Like a world of royal kind of family. It doesn't have to be like traditional. It just means like you have that format of living in a contemporary world as a like modern traditionalist. Does that make sense? Look, something is hardened, calcification, and it's gonna burst. Sulfur. Wowza. Okay. The bear and turtle tried to come out. Let's do this quickly, right? Angels, spirits, eyes. Thank you so much. Ancestors, brothers and sisters. The crow, cool. Go watch the Aquarius message. The golden egg and the beaver. Wow. It's kind of like you know what you want to do, and as soon as you like go towards it, it like you like latch onto the momentum. Also the guide. Oh, I was gonna say you can write or speak it out to yourself or something. You can write it out over the next few weeks. Continue to write out things. Oh, the beaver. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, as soon as you go into that direction, and this is a water. So like the choice, you honor God. You've been in a lot of spaces where you don't really admit or lead, and not necessarily that you want to lead, but lead with it. You could very well be a leader, considered a leader, whether you are in a leadership role or whatever. But it has that, like leading in a lifestyle when you want a more particular knowing like knowing that you want that. Also, like the crow spirit, it's your teacher. So yeah, making the choice, you'll have guidance, and it's like you have inner guidance. It unlocks the door, and it opens the gate to allow intuition to come to fruition. Intuition come to fruition. Your intuition comes online. You move, like you'll move. You know how to move in this space. So again, it has, like, I'm not saying you're in denial, but it has qualities of like not wanting to do what you want to do, what you really want to do. Wow, Queen of Wands. Yeah, the Aries, Pisces people, right? But the shadow aspect, which is okay, the Aries, it's like what I was telling you. You'll have guidance. The Pisces, you'll have guidance. You know this. Intuition, you know this. You'll latch onto momentum. Like, not only do you know the what, the how, the why, you'll like do it. You'll like, as soon as you like make that decision right. But it's not making the choice and then that not allowing you to see that is the light. the decision that latches you onto momentum and then go. And well, the Father of Cups, so Scorpio energy, right? Archetype. What's good, well unknown? Thank you so much, guys. Thanks to Sun out around Mercury. I think this is just for the highest light. Abundance, friendship can be had. Moving on to, can it grow? Archangels just for the highest light. Past, present, future, according to the situation, right? The Crow is just giving me King of Swords, which is now in every reading. This full moon illuminates to me why the King of Swords. It's like we are all in a spiritual moment. Wow, breakthrough. Daughter of Cups, yeah, love. Look, honoring a more loving vibration as opposed to just like, I need to earn. Wow, the Sun, past, present, keeping very secret and strategy. That can be that scorpion shadow of the animal spirit. The Sun in the past, knowing that like this path unfolds for you, like in the loving vibration that we just said, coming out of like just going with the flow of like, it seems reactionary in this reading for me. What I pick up is like knowing what you want but disregarding it, right? So it is a reaction, and the money making, it's Jupiter seems like to say like you can still grow it and you can still expand on your wealth and money and finance, but you like have blocked other, right? It's a fine strategy that you've made, like of keeping something safe, like no one will fuss with me, don't fuss with me, and like you keep the secret, you the Emperor. Well, that's what I was saying. Make the decision to see the light, be guided by the light, honor that you actually are guided, you're safe if you take the risk to make that new start, to do what you want, to get what you want, that you know you can have, that you're like, you've been working on or something. And then that was the other part. Yeah, that's the third part. Yes. The Empire, your Empire, like, whoa, you see the Empire from the Drowned King to like the Emperor. Hello. Eight of Wands. Fast movement, it can. Wow. So in the future, it's like you're coming to make the choice, right? But make sure is it solely based on strategy, or is it that you're like, oh, I've gotten enough advice, I've connected to the advice that is an intuitive soul connected agreement, right? Like, go beyond the mind, go beyond your calculation, your cold strategy. Your strategy can work, but like, it's more about you like really being in that divine presence, like really seeing what you have, like seeing what you're denying, like what you're denying. Five of Cups. This could very well be a person. Well, okay, like, but traditionally the sun, in a lot of decks, it has the twins. In some decks, it only has that one baby on the horse, but like, that's the thing, is like, it can be a very symbiotic relationship in which there is a symbiotic. So like one takes the reign one day, one easily falls into this like mode of honoring a aspect of the relationship for a certain period of time, and there are twists and weavings and a balance form without, like, if you can move beyond the like strategy that's based on past pain, right? Wow. Nah. Okay, like, what, one of you watches the other, and the other one just is like, can I love you? And you're like, it's like, it feels more like, I'm sorry, it feels more like I'm talking to the party that's like studying this lover. So I do get a lot of Scorpio, sorry, that Capricorn, Scorpio and Capricorn for sure. Aries. And we have the lovers, Gemini. That's what I was saying. Traditionally, yeah, these cards, the sun and the lovers, are both shown with twins, or like a mirror, and also a couple. It sometimes they're gendered, sometimes they're sometimes they're old, young. It's wild, it's angelic, it's high realm, but it is based in like, it's deeper. I said this too recently during the moon in Pisces, deeper than fantasy. And like the Drowned King and Saturn, it like, it can have a like, is this for real? And you may continually ask yourself that throughout the relationship for as long as it lasts. Is this real? It's definitely something that is like form. There's a form to it. It wants to break out into like a bigger form, right? With Saturn and Sulfur, it's tired of being drowned out and muffled out. Wow, it's tired of being muffled out. Ace of Swords. That's where everything stands. In the Four of Cups, we were saying that's where you want to go. The Empress, Venus, and Libra, Venus, and Taurus. And we said that, yeah, we keep saying that. I'm sorry that I keep saying that. But what comes to the collective? This is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Okay, surrounding you. Ships coming in, and it seems to be like someone, and it is tied to Jupiter, Leo, So either you stepping into your leadership, you going to where you will shine, but someone who sees you shine, or someone who's no longer going to rely on old and actually see. Yeah, someone who can see. So that could be you. You're someone who can see how this can work, and that you can work. It can have that quality of being faulty and false, because if there is no honoring the truth, with that Scorpion starter card with the sulfur, the calcification, honoring true feelings, regarding true feelings, and like the Three of Wands is like, you know that it's only a matter of making that decision, right? To see the ships come in, because by denying, you're only blocking the vision, by supposing that you've never felt this way when you react, coming from having felt this way, more so from it being taken away from you, or you supposing that that's how the story went. Remember, come out of that now. Don't align with that story anymore. You've learned what you can and what you will, and that's beautiful. And now your faith, where does it lie? Like seeing the longer haul, like, so switching. And what's the outcome? So Knight of Pentacles in the faith, hope spheres, and then King of Pentacles in the outcome. This is the king of love, like no longer drowned, right? A decisive king too, that actually sees the creation of the empire. So will you see the growth, right? And the Judgment card does call for growth, as the other message goes, reconciliation, and it could have the, oh my god, it could have a soulmate quality. What? The Six of Cups. It could have the soulmate quality. Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio, and we said Sun in Capricorn as well. A lot of Capricorn, but that's like commitment, public, also work. With the Knight of Pentacles appearing initially as a challenge, and then appearing more in the faith, working through that challenge, working through those fears, which is an ego death, right? Could be like the feeling of many ego deaths, or like the breakout of an experience, a breakout of a shell, a breakout of a mask, a hardened, with the calcification, like obviously very hardened, with the Five of Cups, obviously, like, but you know, I don't want to ruffle those feathers, like, the crow is here too, I don't want to ruffle the crow's feather. But then the Six of Cups is like honoring, in layman's term or whatever, like the basic vision is like seen through with a commitment, or honoring the next step of a commitment, and knowing that from that point it's still more work, right? But enjoying what you're deciding, because it peels away at a lot of stuff you don't want. Like, in a way, this relationship moves you from like really fixed tendencies, old traditions. Didn't we say like you're very you have a traditional rooted sense, but your calling is modern, and your lifestyle is contemporary, and it's wild, it's kingly, it's royal, it's queenly. However that you present. We also have Taurus here as well, of another fixed sign, Scorpio and Taurus, and we have the cardinal Aries and Capricorn. Capricorn giving you a lot too of the commitment, balance of work, public affairs, public figure, and love, life, home, soulmate. It doesn't have to be a marriage, but it's a contract of spiritual sorts, baby. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The beaver tells me, you can do it. The crow is like, we're guiding you, child of God. Child of God, we honor you and your path and your vision and your desire to expand and grow your empire, if you so shall choose to take the path and lead yourself away from misery, from pain, from circles that create anger and division, to love, attainment, abundance, beyond abundance. Is there love? Can there be love? Can there be spiritual love? Is a breakthrough moment to be had? You tell me. Okay, talk to you very soon. I honor you and your path. I'll leave you with a healing fork sound I cleared earlier, but I haven't been doing it on the camera. Here we go. Just another one, maybe, an inhale. Alrighty, exhale if you haven't. You have full autonomy at that point, right? After the inhale is what I mean. You have full autonomy the entire time. What am I saying? I send you love, light, healing, emerald, divine light to your heart center. Okay, heart center. I feel the heart. I send you honey, solar light to your solar plexus. I send you solar orange light to your sacral, and ruby red light to your sacral, to ground, to your earth star chakra. Okay, make good decisions for you, for your unconditional love, for your love. Okay, keep it light, keep it real. I'll be back very soon.